My sister's boyfriend beat her up and had her sent to the hospital. My husband said she deserves it. My sister Jenna is 23 and still lives with our parents. She's been dating this guy Tyler for about 8 months now. Tyler seemed all right at first. He had a job at some warehouse and drove a decent car. But lately Jenna had been complaining about him more. Little things like he'd get mad if dinner wasn't ready when he came over, or if she forgot to text him back fast enough. Last Tuesday I got a call from my mom at like 6 in the morning. She was crying so hard I could barely understand her. She kept saying Jenna was in the hospital. I threw on clothes and drove straight there with my husband Nathan. When we got to the ER, my parents were in the waiting room. My dad looked like he aged 10 years overnight. Mom's eyes were all puffy and red. They told us what happened. Apparently Tyler came over to my parents' house the night before. Jenna had done laundry earlier that day, and I guess she accidentally washed one of his work shirts with her red hoodie. The shirt came out pink. That's it. That's what set him off. He started yelling at her in the living room. My parents were upstairs and heard the shouting but figured it was just another argument. Then they heard a crash. By the time my dad got downstairs, Tyler had shoved Jenna into the coffee table. She tried to get up and he grabbed her arm and twisted it behind her back. Her shoulder popped out of the socket right there. When she screamed, he slapped her across the face and bent back her finger until it snapped. My dad called 911 while my mom tried to get between them. Tyler just walked out the front door like nothing happened. Didn't even run. Just got in his car and left. At the hospital, they had to put Jenna's shoulder back in place and they put a splint on her finger. The whole left side of her face was bruised purple and yellow. Her lip was split open. She could barely talk without crying. I stayed with her for a few hours while the police came and took her statement. My parents were already talking to a lawyer about pressing charges. They wanted Tyler arrested as soon as possible. When Nathan and I finally left the hospital and got in the car, I was still shaking. I told him what Tyler did, described the whole thing, how he hurt Jenna over a stupid pink shirt. Nathan leaned back in his seat and said, "Well, she probably deserved it." I thought I heard him wrong. I said what? He repeated it, said Jenna deserved what happened to her, that she had it coming. I asked him what the hell he was talking about. He said Jenna's always been babied by our parents, that she's immature and doesn't know how to act like an adult. He said Tyler probably just hit his breaking point dealing with her, that guys can only take so much before they snap. He actually said Tyler was probably the real victim here. I just stared at him, couldn't even form words. Nathan kept going, said if Jenna knew how to act right and take care of things properly, this wouldn't have happened, that she probably pushed Tyler too far and what did she expect? I asked him if he was seriously justifying what Tyler did. A dislocated shoulder, a broken finger, her face smashed up, over laundry. Nathan shrugged, said actions have consequences. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying what he said in my head. I kept looking at Nathan lying next to me in bed and wondering who the hell I married. At around 2 in the morning, I shook him awake, asked him point blank if he would ever do what Tyler did, if he would hit me if I pushed him too far. He just stared at me. Didn't say yes, didn't say no, just stared. I got out of bed and went to the guest room, locked the door, sat on the floor with my phone trying to figure out what to do. I texted my best friend Casey at 3 in the morning and told her everything. She told me to pack a bag and come stay with her. The next day, while Nathan was at work, I grabbed some clothes and my important documents. I told him through text that I was staying at Casey's for a few days. He didn't even ask why, just sent back okay. My parents got a restraining order against Tyler. The cops arrested him 2 days later at his apartment. He's being charged with assault and battery. My dad hired a lawyer to make sure he actually gets time for what he did. Jenna's staying with our parents while she recovers. Her shoulder's gonna take weeks of physical therapy. Her finger's in a cast for at least 6 weeks. I still haven't gone back home. Nathan's texted me a few times asking when I'm coming back. I haven't answered.